Hello, today we're going to be talking about big data by Dylan Dawson. All right, now we're going to talk about the challenges of big data, starting with data integration. This is basically combining data quickly and effectively at a reasonable cost. Next is data volume. Data volume is the ability to process a large amount of data or a small amount of data at a reasonable speed. Solution cost. Finding the right solution as early as possible. This is in order to save money. You definitely don't want to spend too much. Skills availability. Finding people that have the right ability to use the tools and distribute the results when needed. Fake data generation can cause a slew of problems for companies that ultimately result in a huge loss in revenue. Access control. Controlling access can be important, but it can also cause problems in that it can sometimes lead to performance and maintenance issues. Security audits. Regular security audits are necessary, but challenging because we might not always have qualified employees to complete and implement them. Distributed frameworks. If we choose to distribute analytics across multiple systems, it can make it harder and take longer to identify a breach. Data provenances. Knowing where the data came from can get tricky when trying to find a breach and there is data flowing in from all over the place. Real-time security. Implementing real-time security can be complicated. We need to design those tools so that we avoid false signs of breach, because not only can that be time-consuming, it can distract from real threats. Now we're going to talk about warehouse architecture. According to AltexSoft, a data warehouse is a storage device or repository for data. Unfiltered data has a direct correlation with revenue loss, but if you take the unfiltered data and funnel it into an enterprise data warehouse, that will shoot out the reports. This will give the managers more time to analyze the data in order to drive revenue and save costs on manpower that we would need to analyze the data without the proper system in place. The upfront cost is something that would have to be accounted for. So we run tight in certain areas for a year or two, but we make money by handling the large volume of data with accuracy in order to increase productivity. The reward outweighs the risk. The untapped potential of having a data warehouse that we have not accounted for could result in a devastating impact to our business's future. And that is not a path that I believe anyone sitting in this room wants to address too late. All right, best practices in big data. We need to consider having workshops for the employees to understand how big data is helping to drive the future of our business. We need to make sure to have regular tune-ups and maintain complete buy-in to enterprise data management. The cultural mindset of the staff from the top down is imperative for the success of this transition. We need to keep track of the data that is being provided and make sure of accuracy and integrity in order to get the information distributed out properly. Next, we're going to cover integrity of data. Information governance and data governance are both major players within the data world. Ignoring these two big players will be the downfall of our company, and big lawsuits could follow. In short, we must hire a full selection of staff in order to cover the data integrity as it's coming through into the enterprise data warehouse. This will ensure that the data being held is accurate and not compromised. Now I'm going to tell you how Kimball's dimensional modeling can help us. Kimball's dimensional modeling can help our company to integrate and share information more easily because of the way it is modeled. According to Kimball, for all that has changed in our history, the core dimensional modeling techniques that Ralph Kimball published 17 years ago have withstood the test of time. The dimensional model has 4 distinct components, which include operational source systems. This is the outside system that captures data transactions. ETL, extract, transformation, and load, is a system that extracts the data and puts it into data warehouse. Then the data is transformed into a myriad of possible ways. Then once that is done, it is loaded to the next area, data presentation area. This area is used by everyone. It is where the data is organized and stored in dimensional schemes. Business intelligence applications. This is the area where you can put tools such as an AD, HOC, query to take you to the data presentation area.